Hey everybody, welcome to the Brainal podcast. This is episode 58. It is March 1st, 2017. I am Jepi Condile.
And I am Frozen GFX.
And hey guys, this is Good Coffee. How you doing?
I like that coffee.
Good.
So we're going to talk about some PC related news in a little bit. We will discuss the impending Switch release and a little bit of Zelda. No spoilers. We're not going to get into anything like that or anything. And later, I want to play Coffee. I mentioned this to you. I forgot to say it to Frozen. I want to. I am totally cribbing this from Gamescoop, which is an IGN podcast, but they do 20 questions with a video game. So I want to do that with you guys. I have a video game in mind, and I want you guys to try to guess it within 20 yes or no questions. And I'm just fascinated with that. The way they do it is so entertaining, and I want to do it. You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
And then, Frozen, do you have a question of the week also?
No, actually, if we can substitute that.
Yeah. Works out.
Oh.
Voice. Okay. So before we get into the March releases, I would want to give you the floor, Frozen, and you have at it.
All right, so I'll start right off the bat here. A couple days ago, the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco concluded. It was a event called Capsaicin and Cream, and within that event, I know, it's spicy and sweet. Within that event, there was a lot of announcements for new technology coming out, and one in particular, AMD. You know, you guys have heard me talk about AMD's upcoming hardware for their Ryzen processors, which comes out tomorrow, March 2nd, and the upcoming graphics hardware, or I should say line, called Vega. So they announced a lot of new information as far as what they're wanting to cater to towards gaming. In this event, they talked a lot about VR, specifically with the Oculus Rift, the HTC Vive, and how to make the experience better and more immersive within the technology. They didn't specifically say that they were going to also implement this into gaming consoles in the future. However, history would predict that it may be the case because AMD has been providing hardware to not only Xbox, but also Sony in the past. So who knows, maybe that can come out and enhance some VR experiences, especially with this PlayStation VR. Some things to take note of the event that I wrote down here. They are obviously they're going for the enthusiast gaming PC gamer. They're very focused on providing ultra high quality content in a 4K platform for non VR experiences. And in talking specifically about VR itself, Jepi, a while ago when you were explaining your experiences with VR in some games, you talked about kind of that screen door effect, right?
Yeah.
So they actually talked about this, and it was a big portion of their talk, how they're wanting to eliminate that because it takes away from the total immersion within that VR experience.
Yeah. I mean, I know that's something that pretty much all the headsets have to some degree. I think that's just related to pixel density, predominantly. But
I kind of forget about it.
Yeah, I forget about it.
Yeah,
but I have yet to try VR without it though. So I would imagine trying without it, and immediately it would be more immersive, which is crazy.
And let's be honest, Jepi, we aren't waiting for a price drop on Resident Evil 7. You just don't want to play it because it looks terrifying.
I'm never playing that.
Well, what I really appreciated in this talk is, like I said, they specifically mentioned that downside of the VR experience, and it's a downside when you first experience it. But as you guys both mentioned, you just kind of forget about it as you continue playing. So some of the new technologies that they've developed with their upcoming Vega graphics cards is something they're calling virtualized encoding and also high bandwidth cache controlling, which basically allows the graphics to run multiple times within the hardware. Instead of just giving you a single image, it will layer it upon itself, so that way it gives you a clearer image, and any dropped pixels or any dropped frames can be. It's kind of a redundancy check, because if it gets
but that should not. Honestly, that shouldn't do anything with screen door effects. Latency and frame rate. Yeah, I could see that.
I gotta ask though: is Vega a member of Shadowloo?
Yes.
No, he's not. Sagat, because screw him.
But
he's dead, frozen.
So basically, my understanding of that multi-layered graphics processing power that they have allows it to have basically render the environment virtually whenever there's dropped areas and dropped frames. And as far as their explanation, as far as I understand it, that helps eliminate that screen door effect.
See, I beg to differ, because the actual screen door, you see, the grid is a space between pixels. So that's what you're actually seeing. It's in the actual display. It's a hardware thing.
It's between your eyeballs and the lens itself. That's just what you see.
No.
What?
It's a space between the pixels, the actual pixels on the display. They make a black grid that looks like a screen door.
Okay.
Yeah. So from what I understand is that you would have to have, it's all about strictly pixel density, and the type of display you have.
Now,
and maybe the optics, the actual hardware optics themselves.
Now, I agree with you with that. Now, they didn't specifically say anything about, the Rift or the Vive coming out with any newer versions with their displays having a higher pixel, density within there to help also eliminate that. But they were specifically talking about the rendering of the graphics within that. So it could, I have no doubt that that's the case, but it could be maybe that these other VR manufacturers are coming out with things later on that will help eliminate that, and with the combination of this Vega graphics card, could make it better. That's basically
for both ends. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, my opinion with that. They did show a lot of content for some upcoming games or games that are already out. For example, there was Robo Recall and Coffee. We just talked briefly about that before. They showed some gameplay with that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun. They showed some gameplay.
That's a free one, right? For Oculus?
Not too sure.
I don't think so.
Is it a first-person one?
It's a first-person shooter, yeah.
I think that's free.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
They showed some content for Prey from
the new ones.
Yes, yeah, the new one. They showed some content in that. They also announced a partnership with Bethesda that they're going to be optimizing their back catalog and future catalog of games within the Ryzen and Vega platform to run smoother and more efficiently with high quality graphics. So that was the first me hearing that AMD is going to be partnering up with Bethesda for that.
Cool. I like Bethesda's kind of. And from what I understand, they typically usually just do what they want to just themselves, but it seems like they are branching out now, trying to reach as many platforms as on a case-by-case basis, which is nice. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be on the Switch, which is not what I expected.
Lastly, one of the big things that I saw, which I'm pretty excited for, there is a service, a third-party service called Liquid Sky. Have any of you heard about this before?
Never heard of it.
I have not, no.
All right, it's a new service that's providing online streaming gaming to computers that, I should say, high-quality gaming to computers that, don't have the capability. Basically, my understanding with this is they are going to be utilizing their own data center filled with high-end PCs, and they had a promotion of Ryzen and Vega hardware in the future that will provide free streaming of games that's ad supported. Give you up to about 3 hours of playtime if you happen to sit through some ads on some of their sponsors. Not only does it offer it on PC, but it also offers it in Mac, tablets, and phones as well. They actually had a demo of Battlefield 1 that somebody was playing on a Microsoft Surface tab. And it was, it wasn't glitchy. It was perfect. It looked beautiful. They had a third-party controller hooked up to their Surface for that. Right now, the service is in beta. I've already signed up to see if I can get access to their beta launch for that. But pretty interesting to see that they're offering that service in many different platforms. Like I said, PC and also mobile. They also offer cloud storage for any downloaded games. That way you can use it right off of the cloud. So pretty exciting stuff, and more to come. Hopefully I get accepted into that beta and get some trial in there.
Cool.
That's pretty much what I had.
I didn't realize that GDC. I forgot GDC was this early in the year. Yeah,
it was pretty interesting. We talked a lot of things that just went over my head as far as the Vega graphics, but I took from it what I could. So.
Cool.
All right.
So, hey, Coffee, did you have any stories or anything you wanted to bring up before I go into March releases?
Nothing really. I guess the only thing, me and Giggles were going to talk about this, but since Giggles isn't here, I guess I was kind of trying to do a poll to see who is getting Breath of the Wild and on what system. I believe you're getting it on Switch, correct?
Yeah.
And I believe me and Giggles are getting it on the Wii U. So I think that'll be later on a point of talk. It'll be interesting to see what we think the differences are. And
we're never going to have that talk because screw Giggles.
Oh, well, I guess that's possible.
Make sure he never makes it onto any more of our episodes.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, except Giggles, because he doesn't listen to this.
No, he's just not.
Doesn't care.
No.
Okay,
we'll just take it to the streets afterwards.
Okay, so March releases, starting with this Friday, March 3rd. So yeah, the Nintendo Switch is coming out. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. The launch games so far.
Don't even.
What?
What?
No, what'd you say?
I said don't even.
Okay.
Because I'm ready.
Okay. This is in alphabetical order. So 1-2 Switch, Fast RMX, Just Dance 2017. We're looking forward to that. Human Resource Machine, I Am Setsuna, Little Inferno, Shovel Knight. Here, so I'm reading this off Polygon. Shovel Knight, I think, is both the original Shovel Knight with a DLC and the new one.
Spectre?
The one. Yeah, the Spectre one. I think it's coming out at the same time.
Yeah.
Skylanders, Imaginators, Snipper Clips, Super Bomberman R, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and World of Goo. It is worth noting that it's a new platform, so a good number of these games have been out for a while. Some of them definitely aren't. March 7th, Lego Worlds. Looks like a Minecraft style with Legos. That's pretty cool.
And Sonic, for some reason.
Near Automata.
Oh, dude,
That's
that game looks amazing.
Yeah, I didn't know it was coming Tuesday.
Platinum.
Let's see what else we got here. Ghost Recon Wildlands. I never got into Ghost Recon series, but I know people who love that series. I remember the last time a Ghost Recon game came out. Any of you play any of those before?
I have not.
Way back in the day, but wasn't anything
Is Ghost Recon Tom Clancy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I played some other I played the Splinter Cell series, but not Ghost Recon itself.
Gotcha. March 14th, we have Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reload for PlayStation 4.
Reloaded!
Yeah, it was great games. March 21st, Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh,
this is a good month. This
Lord.
is a good month right here. Gotta say.
wait a minute.
Yeah, but man, I would have liked space.
When's the date again?
The 21st. Then we have Mario Sports Superstars for 3DS.
Day one.
And March 28th, we have the Dark Souls 3 DLC, The Ringed City.
I actually didn't know about that. You actually spoilers, Jepi. No, that's actually good. That's interesting. I didn't know. Is that the last DLC?
Huh?
Is that the last DLC, or is there another one?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't see that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix.
6 games in one.
Gosh.
It's a little intense. Yeah.
We have MLB The Show
already.
17. Huh?
So just come out with 3 already.
Yeah, no,
I know,
I'm with
right?
you. I'm with you. Hey, you have no reason to say that because you haven't played any of them. Get out.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be elitist. I was trying to sympathize with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was just trying to be a friend. That's all. But okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Nope.
See how it is? See how it is, Coffee?
Yeah.
Hey, I would just really appreciate it if you would give that game collection a chance. I think you'd enjoy it.
Well, I played one, and it's just not for me.
I'll keep you going.
It really isn't for me, just personally. But I do recognize that it's a great and very beloved series. And then we have on the same day, which again is March 28th, Strafe. Have you guys seen footage of Strafe?
I know nothing about it.
Nope.
It's pretty interesting. It's a very self-aware, tongue-in-cheek first-person shooter. It's in the vein of like Doom or Quake, I would say.
Bulletstorm.
No, not like that, because it looks old school.
Okay.
Which is awesome. Yeah, so it doesn't have modern graphics like how it does, how Bulletstorm does. That's a mild blip on my radar. I'm very curious about it.
I know very little about it.
Yeah, I just randomly ran into a trailer a few weeks ago. It was pretty funny. The trailer, it started to show, it was supposed to be, I'm doing the air quotes, accolades trailer, where it was showing what people have said about it. But then they started to make quotes that clearly were just false.
Just made up crap. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they did this, but it would have been the equivalent of, this is the best game I've ever played, and it was Santa Claus said it, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Silly.
Yeah.
Silly.
Mass Effect, man. I still haven't seen any trailers on it.
I have no expectations for that game whatsoever.
I have big expectations for it.
I just figure if I don't have any,
because of Dragon Age.
Yeah. I just figure if I don't have any, I'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, no, they better be delayed it so many times, and what I'm not expecting is another trilogy, but maybe it's trilogy. I don't know. We'll see.
Who knows? They'll probably make more Mass Effect regardless.
Yeah, I hope so. And Dragon Age 2.
Wait, Dragon Age
Cool.
2
Okay,
too?
So we have the Switch coming out on Friday. Breath of the Wild. I was hoping, but stuff came up today. So I am on the last boss of the last Zelda game of the chronology tour or whatever, canonology, whatever it is.
Phantom Hourglass? I mean, not Phantom, Spirit Tracks.
Yeah, Spirit Tracks. And Spirit Tracks, I've talked to you, Coffee, about this.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the game, but the last bit of it, I cannot stand. Some of the puzzles were in the Spirit Tower were pretty. I don't think. Not hard. I knew what to do. It's just the way to have them executed. Certain ones were just. It felt like it was just busy work, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel some of that comes from the fact that you've had to plow through it at a quick pace.
No. There was one particular puzzle where I knew exactly what I had to do. It's just the control scheme using just a stylus was very, very
cumbersome.
Yeah, to pull that off. It was an execution thing that I thought it wasn't. Usually their puzzles are pretty elegant. That one wasn't. I understood what they were trying to do. I understood the kind of hook.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but it was really driving me nuts.
But overall, though, what do you think of the game so far? You enjoyed it?
Awesome. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
More than
Phantom Hourglass?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know this. Those games are so different.
Yeah.
You know?
True. Yeah. Maybe that's not fair. A question.
But I enjoy both of them. But what I love the most about Spirit Tracks is Zelda. And the train mechanic's really fun too. And just everything. For the DS, they did pretty deep games. It was very impressive.
They did a great
and granted, I am just pretty much doing the story, so I can't imagine how much more time I could play with them if I actually try to find every secret. But
there's quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to Breath of the Wild, I'm very, very, very excited, but I need to pace myself too, you know, because I feel like that game could just screw my life up as far as work and everything.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. I'm on the work train, and I don't want to have my. Well, I also want to savor it. You know, I mean, it's not so long we get it done. I mean, fortunately for us, we get that DLC with Breath of the Wild, which has never happened before. Which I'm actually, finding out that there's actually a new dungeon in there coming in during the holiday is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So
some people were complaining, from what I understand, that why are they telling us this now or whatever. Well, I think they just want to let people know ahead of time, hey, we do have DLC planned, but they didn't have anything to show because it's not developed yet. They have it planned, but they were just working on the main game, so it's not something they've already developed and then just decide to remove from the game.
Which is fun. Yeah,
it's pretty respectable. But
it's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm very stoked. I don't want to talk too much about the Switch because we talked about the Switch a lot, in the past few episodes and stuff. Yeah. I don't think there's really anything.
Well, there is. I mean, I don't know about you. Did you guys talk about the lack of them talking about what's coming on with the Virtual Console and the internet and just everything?
Oh no, yeah, we didn't. I don't think we talked about that.
There's a lot of questions about that. It's not been covered. Nintendo's been very hush. We don't even really know what the UI is, which is.
No, we know what the UI is. I mean, they gave at least as far as today, they showed a tour.
Yeah.
To some extent.
I'm just talking about
mainly just little features.
The connectivity as far as within a My Nintendo and the ability of all that stuff, and that's a little concerning to me, frankly.
All they've shown, I think all they've shown is there's a new account called the Nintendo account, and you can link whatever My Nintendo you have up, or the Nintendo Network ID. You can link all that up to that.
Okay.
Any funds you have will all be combined into one wallet. But that's all they've said. And
does that bother you? It bothers me a little bit.
What bothers me is I wish I wouldn't have to hear certain pieces of news from an interview or something that somebody did with someone. I just wish Nintendo, if they want to do those Nintendo Directs and everything, I just wish they would just have a direct saying, hey, just letting you know, I wanted to hear from them directly that Virtual Console will not be available on launch. It will be coming in this time period or whatever. I just want them to tell me. I don't want to have to read it through somebody else's, you know?
Sure.
That I don't like. They could have handled that better. I don't mind it not being available at launch because what I'm hoping, again, is they're listening to a lot of the criticism as far as people complaining, you know, here and there. I mean, we haven't even gotten an official price, right? At least for the U.S. as far as what it's going to be annually. I know we have a price range, but not an official price.
See, and that actually bothers me a little bit. It's like, why aren't they coming out? I mean, the system is about to come out, and they haven't given us those details, and that's a little concerning to me. It's like, why aren't they telling us? Do they not have it ready?
Yeah, they don't have it ready. It's that simple.
Yeah.
And I think they just want to nail it. And I think this is also why they're offering a good portion of the year to try it for free, so they don't have to worry about charging people for something that's not ready yet, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That has to be it. I just wish they could tell us, just be a little bit more transparent about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the reason why I believe that they're pushing for March releases for the to catch the end of this fiscal year before it resets, at least for their financials and everything. But yeah, just a little bit more transparency from them would be nice. I mean, they only have one more day before the Switch comes out, so it'd be nice to hear from them tomorrow, you know. But from what I understand, the eShop will be up, but just not the Virtual Console nor the infrastructure of what's going on. Plus, we don't know anything about the app they were alluding to, right? We don't know anything about, which is I'm assuming is what you were kind of talking about with the party system and you know, lobbies and stuff. So yeah,
it just leaves a bunch of questions. I wish there was a more solid answer, but I understand.
Yeah, but I'm really, really, really hoping they're just being very careful about it. You know, it can go either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but outside of that, yeah, it's coming out Friday. Breath of the Wild is coming out Friday. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a good time. I can't wait. Can't wait to
good week for video games, and then we'll just randomly get Resident Evil 7 and then lose sleep for like 5 years. So that's cool.
Followed by Agony.
Dude, I am not touching Agony. I don't care what you do, Jepi. I'm not playing that game. Like, never, ever.
No one asked you, Coffee.
I know.
I don't care about what you think of the game.
It's garbage day. That's what that game is.
Well, I'm going to be very excited to hear both of you, your takes on Breath of the Wild. I know, Coffee, you're not going to be getting the Switch at launch, but very interested to see or to hear what you guys think about it. I shared something with Jepi yesterday. I saw a part of Breath of the Wild that I hadn't seen before, and my reaction was that I teared up, and how I won't say anything else, but it just made me tear up.
Beautiful.
Oh, beyond what I thought. And I'll just leave it at that. But
we were
I can't wait.
Watching Japanese commercials, right? That's where you saw it.
No, believe it or not, I saw this on BuzzFeed.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We saw the commercial, but you saw something else.
Yeah. Basically they tricked people, saying, "Hey, you're gonna play Ocarina of Time." To kind of reminisce, and they tricked them and said they were going to play that, but in actuality, they played part of Breath of the Wild, and their reactions were hilarious. But the part that I saw was just, I could not have imagined it any better.
For the record, when we discuss Breath of the Wild, at least I promise. I don't know about coffee. Okay,
I will not go into spoilers. I will not go into spoilers.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention anything about the story. Yeah.
I might comment about how I find the game attractive to look at, but we already know that it's going to be attractive. So,
yeah, I'm just worried about the spoilers that it might be out in the wild now. You know,
in the wild, dude. I just hope Link's voice is hey.
Well, Jepi, can I ask you a favor?
Yo,
when are you gonna play the Switch? Yeah. Like, is it going to be during...
Sorry, is it going to be during what?
Is it going to be during the day?
The way... Because remember, I want to play Hyrule Warriors. I want to beat that before I play Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
It probably won't be, because if I finish Spirit Tracks tonight, I doubt I'm going to be able to beat Hyrule Warriors in one day tomorrow with all the work I have to do.
I would love to hear, just in the beginning, hear your reaction.
Okay.
Because
I promise I'll do that. We'll Skype.
Cool.
Yeah. Or yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Coffee. We were talking about this Breath of the Wild. Just little things that I noticed. I personally have yet to see this new Link in his green tunic.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I've only seen him with the blue shirt. And it's so interesting, because a few things I've noticed, because I watched the trailer over and over again. There seems to be, I see the statues from Skyward Sword, from Skyloft are in there. I see I know people have pointed this out, his, some of his clothes, like around his forearms and stuff, they're Gerudo style, like Ganon, which is strange. And, yeah, and we don't see the green tunic at all. And
it's going to show up.
It's so weird. And he has a blue shirt that I think is reminiscent, but it's not exactly the same thing as a Link we see from Wind Waker. I do see Koroks in the trailer. That's from Wind Waker. We don't see them anywhere else. Where this fits in timeline, what this is doing is it's going to be pretty peculiar, I should say. But I'm stoked. But yeah, Frozen, I promise you'll hear my first reaction.
You'll hear mine too.
You might hear me die.
All spoilers.
I don't think
swear if I boot up Breath of the Wild and the only thing I see is giggles.
That's actually what you're going to see. It's literally going to be him being like, Jepi.
There is no Breath of the Wild. It was all me. Oh man.
Gigs of the bread. Oh, I would die.
Either way.
In unrelated news, Mads Mikkelsen read the script for Death Stranding and didn't understand it. So that actually literally happened.
Kojima.
Like,
that's Kojima.
He tried to understand it. He's like, I have no idea what's going on, but I'll do my acting parts.
Man. Okay, so you guys ready for the 20 questions?
I'm ready
20
for
questions of the week.
20.
Okay,
spin the bottle.
Just to be clear, I have a game in mind. I will do my best to answer questions. I got to pull up a Wikipedia page or something.
Is it like going to be very like?
No, don't even ask that question. Don't even ask. That's what you got to find out. Do you want that to be a question?
No.
Good. So the idea is you can only ask yes or no questions. If I can't answer this question, confidently, then I'll say I can't answer it, and that will not count as a question. But this is important. You must guess the game within the 20 questions. So it's not like you get 20 questions and then a guess. So the 20th question latest has to be your guess.
Wait, so is this 20 questions split across the both of us?
Yes. And
okay, will you keep a tally?
Yeah. I would like you guys to take turns.
Okay.
But just let me know if it's an official question or not, or just say Jepi and then ask the question because, I'd like you guys to discuss it too, before you decide on the question.
Have some some music
and just take your time. If there is some dead air, I'm gonna cut it out.
If it's the Zelda CDI games, I swear, I'm gonna come over there. That's not a question. Right. That's a comment.
Yeah, are you done? I don't know.
No.
Let me know.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you guys understand?
Yes. So 20 questions are going to be split up between Coffee and I.
Yeah.
We can talk it out. Yeah. Yes or no questions. We can talk it out. And our official questions will begin. Jepi.
Yeah. You could go first, Frozen.
And just for the record, if I don't, if I think you're asking a question vaguely, I might respond to your question with a question just so I understand what you're really asking. Cool.
Okay, but that won't take away from our questions, though. It's more of a question.
Yeah. I won't answer the question until
Okay.
All right.
Coffee. So let's talk this out for our first question. Okay. I'm thinking of maybe asking if this game. Well, I was it's a yes or no. So I was thinking of trying to narrow it down to see if it's an exclusive game to a system. Well, no, because it's not.
Okay, yeah. So you can't ask.
Wait. Yeah, can I say one more thing too?
Yeah.
Technically, all forms of video games are fair play.
Including mobile.
Anything. Yeah. I just want to be clear about that.
Flappy Bird.
Okay.
You're right.
All right. Oh man. Okay.
I'm thinking. Yeah, exclusive sounds like a good question, but.
So, do you think we could ask? Was this game exclusive to a particular console? Do you think that would be good?
Or we could ask something like, or we could ask if it was...
Oh, sorry, one more thing, too.
Last 10 years.
You can't look up or do any research during this.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. You want to ask if it was released within the last 10 years? Or that's probably...
Yeah, let's do that. All right. Jepi.
Yes.
Was
I feel like Jobby.
Was the game released within the last 10 years?
Yes.
Okay.
So that means 2007.
Okay.
All right. So I think about 2007. We had what? PlayStation 3. We had
mobile.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, mobile.
Mobile, okay. But
computer.
I don't know if 2007 was very heavy into mobile games. You know what I'm saying? Like it seems like smartphones were kind of just coming up around that time because there was a lot of BlackBerry. I remember I had a BlackBerry, and so.
Okay.
I think we can safely put aside mobile because I don't think Jepi does a lot of mobile.
No, he doesn't. But maybe he's trying to confuse us. Yeah.
And plus, his last 10 years, man. Okay. So, I guess we can...
Ask if it's a console exclusive? You want to do that?
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. You want
Jepi.
to ask?
Yes.
Is it a console exclusive title?
No.
No.
Right. Okay. All right. So we know it was the last 10 years and it was not a console exclusive.
I am keeping notes of the questions if you need a recall or something.
Okay. So it wasn't a console exclusive.
Do you want to ask if it was like a violent game? Or I'm trying to like narrow down the type of game, but without burning so many questions, you know?
Yeah, but violent is very unspecific. There could be tons of games that are violent. What about a game with a well-known mascot?
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Jeppy?
Yeah.
Does this game have a well-known mascot?
Can you define well-known?
Coffee, we need to deliberate. So, well-known, would it be?
I would say something as well-known. I mean, what do you think, Frozen? I would think something even as well-known as Banjo from Banjo-Kazooie, like being the minimum.
Like a casual gamer would know the game it came from, right?
And it doesn't have to be like Mega Man level, but people would hear the name and be like, oh, okay. If a casual gamer, they'd probably be like, okay, I probably heard that, or one of my friends has played that, or whatever.
Okay. So it's well known to a casual gamer, basically. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Jeppy, to clarify, can you repeat your question one more time?
I just want you to know, define well-known.
Okay.
That's what I want to know.
So defining it as a casual gamer would know of this mascot. Either they've played it or a friend of theirs have played it. They've heard about this mascot before.
Okay. No.
All right, we get into the obscure stuff.
Okay.
I bet you it's a DS thing, man.
Huh.
Or like a PSP or something like that.
Well, we could probably ask if it's a handheld or a console game. That would probably.
Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, do that.
Jeppy, is it a handheld game or a console game?
Oh wait, it's a yes or no question though.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
Jeppy, is it a console game?
So you mean home console?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Progress.
All right. So we're looking at pretty much the big three: PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo.
It says up. This is your fifth question.
Coming up.
This one now. Yeah.
Oh, but it was not exclusive, so it could have been on any one of these.
Correct. We could ask if it's an indie title or a first-party title.
Yeah, I like that. Well, I'll have to ask if it's an indie title for yes or no. Jeppy, is
Yes.
the game an indie title?
No.
Okay.
Okay, making some progress.
Okay, so we've got 15 more. Whew. I'm trying to... Man. It's not an indie title. Released across multiple systems. A question we could ask is if it released on all of the current generation systems, but maybe that might be a waste of questions. I don't know.
Let's see.
A question we could ask, Jeppy, couldn't the question, this is not a question
Okay.
about the games, but this is more of a clarifier. Could we ask, because we know you as a person, could we ask if the games are something you would play or not?
I would not want you to ask that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
But I appreciate you asking about that, though.
Okay.
do you want to start narrowing down like the
console?
well well no, because again it wasn't exclusive. So it could very well have been all consoles. I was thinking more of like maybe the rating of the game. Like,
Okay,
asking
that's
specific,
not a bad.
is this like, for example, is this game does it have a mature rating? You know,
Okay.
you good with that?
Yeah, that's cool. Jepi, does the game have a mature rating?
No.
So I'm guessing from his response that either he was playing it coy and it was an E-rated game, or it's a teen-rated game. So that doesn't really help us either way. He could have.
Just to be clear, I am trying to stay as objective as possible, so I'm not trying to
confuse us.
Say anything in my tone or anything. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm rooting for you guys. I hope you guys understand that. So
how many questions have we asked?
6.
Number 7's coming up.
Okay.
So my guess is it's a rated teen game, just from inference.
And it's not very well known that a casual gamer would know. Do you think we should ask something like, does the game is the game a part of a series?
I think that's a good question. Go ahead.
Okay, Jepi.
Yo.
Is this game a part of a series?
Can you just clarify a little bit about what you mean by series?
For example, like Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, I would consider that a series.
Okay. All right, I got it. No.
Okay.
Huh.
I guess that makes sense too, because.
Do we want to ask if it's a reimagining of a retro game? Or is that too
I think
obscure?
that's a bit too specific and obscure, though, because, like, I don't know.
Okay. Do you want to ask about bosses, or whether there's enemy encounters that have a kind of a boss-like scenario, as opposed to? So we asked if there's bosses or not. It could eliminate like puzzle games and some other stuff in that genre, but maybe not. I guess puzzle games sometimes have bosses too.
Yeah, I think so.
Do
you want to try narrowing down the year a little bit more, so we know it's in the last 10 years? You maybe want to say within the last 5?
Yeah. Or do you want to start guessing consoles specifically?
I guess so, but I mean, if we start doing
it's on
that,
multiple consoles, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I could do 5 years.
Okay.
Jepi, was this game released in the last 5 years?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
2012, 5. Okay.
So we're looking at like Xbox 360, Xbox One. Yeah, all right.
Wii U and Wii. PS3, PS4. We could ask if it's a Sony product, but I mean, it's multiple consoles. Shoot.
Yeah. I think we should start getting down.
Oh, I got one.
Okay.
If we should ask if it's made by a Japanese or American developer.
Okay. Well, how are we gonna position that in a yes or no question?
Is it made by a Japanese developer?
Yes. Jepi,
Yo,
is the game made by a Japanese developer?
no.
Okay.
That could be European, and that could be American. Or African.
Or African.
How many questions have we done?
You did 9. The 10th one's coming up.
Oh, man. Okay.
So glad Giggle's not here for this.
Okay.
How do you feel about starting to narrow it down by type of game, like if it's an RPG?
Yeah, that's good.
So, how about just asking that, I guess?
Okay. Jepi, is it a role-playing game?
Can you clarify?
I am talking about a role-playing game that isn't a Japanese role-playing game with turn-based battles, but one more akin to, I suppose, Skyrim, Dragon Age, and Mass Effect. An action-adventure RPG.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. No.
It is not. Okay.
It is not.
Oh, man.
Are you guys enjoying this?
I'm frustrated.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
If it was me, I would have picked Catherine, but that's already gone because that's an Atlas game. Console. Shoot, so it's not. He asked us to clarify. So it's not a Western RPG, so it's probably nothing like The Witcher or Mass Effect.
Hey, Coffee, how about this? And hear me out here. Between the two of you, you guys have played a lot more games than I have. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about me asking specifically if I've played this game? Because I'm pretty sure Jepi knows a lot of games that I've played.
Depends on what he says. I wouldn't mind, but it's up to him.
I think it's a fair question, if that's what you're asking.
Are you comfortable with me asking that?
For it?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Jepi, have I personally played this game before?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
So should we just recap?
Yes.
Okay. We found out that this game came out in the last 5 years. Not a console exclusive. Does not have a mascot that is known to casual gamers. Home console exclusive. Not an indie. Does not have a mature rating. Not part of a series. And it's not from a Japanese developer. Not an RPG. And Frozen has played this.
But did we eliminate we said it was a home console. That means that it's not a PC game, correct? I guess. Or do we not clarify that enough?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes. Did we not clarify the differential between PC and home console enough?
I'll put it this way. You guys asked me, the fourth question is if this was released on home consoles, right?
Correct.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So then it wouldn't be
so
PC.
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
That does not exclude PCs.
That does not exclude PCs, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because a game can come out on home console and PC.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So, and how many questions have we used?
11. 12 is coming up.
All right, you want to just eliminate that?
Feel like that's almost a waste, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. We don't have to. It's just an idea.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah.
Whose turn is it? Is it my turn or you?
I think it's mine.
Yeah.
Jepi, is this game also on computer?
No.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Not part of a series.
I wonder if it's... Huh.
I was going to say it was Bastion, but that's also on the computer.
Yeah. And that's indie as well, so...
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We could ask if this game sold well and got notable press.
I don't know how beneficial
That
that would help.
probably wouldn't help us. This is tough.
Yeah. Let's see.
You could ask if the game takes place in modern times, and we could ask if the game takes place in a realistic or versus a fantasy setting. Fantasy including sci-fi and apart from reality. But I doubt Jepi would ask us like a FIFA 15 question, you know?
I've never did that.
What?
I mean FIFA?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh my god. Apologize to the world.
Hey, I don't play soccer. Football.
Football.
Football?
How would you feel about this question? Does the game have different outcomes depending on your actions?
I think it's a fair question.
Yeah, you should do that.
All right, Jeppy, does the game have different outcomes based on your actions?
No. This is number 14 coming up.
Jeppy, what is your favorite food? Just kidding.
Okay. How about asking him directly if this is a first-person shooter?
Yeah, that's fine. Jeppy, is this game a first-person shooter?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Jeppy, I do have a question for you. This is not part of the questions for the game. Do we only get one guess of the game and then we're out if we get it wrong?
No, you have 20 questions. But if you guess, that counts as a question.
Okay.
So, Overwatch is already on my radar. Frozen.
Yes, I've played Overwatch. I've played a lot of Call of Duties.
It's also an American company. Well, actually, is it? Yeah, I think it's American. Pretty sure Blizzard's American.
And then, okay.
We could ask if it's a war-based
Yeah, I
game.
was just about to say that,
Yeah. Jeppy, is it a war-based game?
Can you clarify?
Jeppy, is it a historical war-based game?
No.
Okay. Well, that knocks out Call of Duty.
Well, no, because...
Well, unless you count,
Yeah. Should have gone with, like, a military-based game.
Oh, crap. Yeah, you're right.
How many questions have we used?
15.
We could ask if the characters are realistic or take cartoonish or androgynous liberties. because of the realistic, that means that cross at Overwatch.
Yeah, I'm thinking though of a narrowing. Well, okay, wait. This is a first-person shooter that's not part of a series.
Yeah, so that eliminates Call of Duty technically.
Yeah. Okay. And Overwatch is kind of the first. It's the first of its kind. There's no series of that.
Yeah. The other thing I'm thinking that Jepi might be talking about is Portal, but I don't know if he could say. But Portal was also on PC, so never mind. But Overwatch is also on PC. Crap.
Oh yeah. So is Battlefield.
So
So is Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Damn, good point. Oh man.
It could be Metroid. It could be Metroid Prime.
I haven't played in the last.
Oh wait, but that's a super well-known series. Never mind. Everyone knows Samus.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
First-person shooter. Duke Nukem. We could ask if it's a first-person shooter. It could also possibly be a first-person shooter horror game. Never went into that, but maybe we should leave that one alone.
Oh yeah.
You said it wasn't related to war.
Right,
I'm thinking about Alien Isolation.
I haven't played that.
Oh, okay. What about, have you played Soma? But that's indie.
I've
That's
watched
indie.
him play it.
Soma's indie.
I think I have played it.
But isn't Soma
I think
indie?
he gave me. Ooh. I think. Wait. I can't remember if we were able to shoot things in Soma. Okay, how about asking him if this is a horror-based first-person shooter?
Okay. Jepi, is this a horror-based first-person shooter?
No.
Okay.
It's number 17 coming up.
Oh, jeez.
Damn it.
Remember, one of the questions has to be the guess.
Yeah.
All right, let's recap.
Hey, you Pikachu confirmed.
We know that this was a game released within the last 5 years.
Multiple systems.
Multiple systems. Not on PC, right?
Yeah.
It's a game that I've played. It's a first-person shooter. It is not based on historical war.
Not rated mature.
Not rated mature. Yeah. The hell is that?
Counter-Strike, is that mature?
Oh, man. I think it is mature.
Yeah.
Because you're killing other people.
Half-Life is mature. And that's also a series.
So what kind of first-person shooter will not be mature? Unless you're shooting like
Have you played
target.
Have you played Splatoon?
No.
Okay. And that's also not a multi-console game. What about Killzone? That's a single console, never mind. It's also part of a series.
Yeah.
Not Halo, obviously. Everybody knows Master Chief. Mirror's Edge. That's part of a series, I guess. Sort of.
2000. I played
Uh,
that.
You did play Mirror's Edge?
But I played that before 2012, so that would have been outside the 5-year release.
Okay. Goat Simulator. Nailed it. No. Yeah, I'm literally drawing a total blank.
I feel like it's in the tip of my tongue, and I can't seem.
I feel like it's in the tip of my tip.
Oh man.
Bah! Super Noah's Ark 3D. Got it.
All right, let's start to wrap it up.
You know what we could ask? We could ask if it's in the PS4, Wii U, Xbox One era. We could ask if it's the current console era.
Current gen.
Yeah.
All right, Jepi, is the game currently on current gen consoles?
And that's not.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. BioShock.
It's number 18 coming up.
Current gen. Shoot. Man,
I was about to say Resogun, but that's not first person.
do you think it could be any of the VR games? No.
Well, hey, let's narrow this down even more. So, it's in current gen. I currently have a PlayStation 4. I don't have an Xbox One. I don't have a Wii U. Maybe I played a Jepi. No. And we did say it was not a computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be a PlayStation 4 game.
Yeah, I just yeah.
Oh man.
We could ask if it's a PlayStation, but no, because it means it's not exclusive. Man, I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point.
Man, I've gone blank.
Yeah, me too.
I guess I can ask him if him and I have played this.
You could ask if it's an online game that you play together.
I would prefer not those questions where it's personal like that. You know?
Well, you could ask him if it's an online multiplayer game.
Okay, it's your turn.
Jepi, is it an online multiplayer first-person shooter?
Yes.
Is
This is our last question? Is that correct?
It's number 19. Yeah.
Okay, so we have two more.
Yeah.
Before you guess.
But the next 20 has to be a guess, right?
Yeah.
So this is your last actual question.
So Titanfall was rated mature, I think, and it was exclusive until Titanfall 2. So that's probably out. Uncharted isn't a first-person shooter, and it's a PlayStation exclusive. I'm sorry, I'm just talking out loud.
It's fine, it helps.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's Borderlands.
Well, I didn't play Borderlands on PS4.
Okay. And I know Jepi isn't the fondest of that series.
Again, you got to keep me out of that.
Okay.
Somebody typing something?
Oh, I got an idea. What about Destiny?
Yeah. Well, no, because that's yeah. Let's do that. Jepi is the game Destiny.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Thank you.
Good job.
Got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Holy.
So I just want to be clear. Came out in the last 5 years. Not a console exclusive. There's no mascot. I was thinking maybe the Ghost, but I don't think a casual gamer would know what that is. Definitely not indie. It's T-rated. Not part of a series. And I was thinking, I don't know about Destiny 2, but
no, it's not out yet. That doesn't.
And RPG, I was thinking, well,
it does have RPG elements, but it's not an RPG.
But yeah.
Wow.
And with the war, there is a war going on, but when you said historical,
no.
Destiny.
Awesome.
I just thought I was coming up with something obscure.
Good job, Coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
fun.
popped.
That.
That was good. That
Glad you
popped
guys
in
liked
range.
it.
Yeah, that was good. That's
Cool,
tough.
yeah.
That's tough. I wouldn't mind doing that where we each do a episode where we come up with our own game.
Yeah, I'll be okay with that. Just keep that in mind. That was just your first time doing it, and that was pretty good. And they did, again, I want to give credit to Gamescoop because this is where I got the idea from. But
Scoop their idea.
They had Destiny as one, and the people, I forgot if they either could not figure it out or if they did at the very end, just like you guys did. But yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I'm glad you guys got it.
That was a close call.
Yeah.
It's on number 19.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's all I had to bring to the table. Huh?
I said fun game.
Yeah, glad you guys liked it. Frozen, it's all you if you want.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us here again on the Brainal podcast. This has been episode 58. And on behalf of Brainal, I'm Frozen GFX.
Jepi Dial.
And I'm Good Coffee.
And we want to wish you all a great night. Have a great week. And, of course, always catch us on iTunes and YouTube and Stitcher for all of our past catalog of podcast episodes. And please email us at podcast@brainal.net for any questions or ideas. We'd love to hear from you. Peace.
Peace.
See you guys.